I wanted to read to you the poem that I wrote when I was about 15 years old. That was an awful long time ago. A lifetime ago. And this was one of several poems that I remember writing during that period of time. I want to say I might have been in junior high, maybe 8th grade, but I could have been in 9th grade. I really don't remember, but it was about then. The other poems that I wrote, they're kind of cringe. I don't want to share those, maybe much later, but I know that those were the poems that I was attempting to do like what I had been taught to do. We see the ones that, the poets that have poems that rhyme. They have a system, A-B, or something. And I was trying to follow that system, that rhyming scheme. And this particular poem I wrote, I don't know, it was just one of those things that I let it go. If I wanted to write this, whatever this feeling was, I just let it go. Looking at my poetry now, in recent years, I have done the same kind of letting go. I stopped trying to do the rhyming. I just let the words flow, and it came out to be better. And I think there's probably a pattern that I use, but I will let that be discussed by other people. I'm just letting the words flow. So I was going to read that poem from my book, the second book, Something Flew Free, because that's exactly what I did when I sat down to write this. I let it free. It is on page 14, Wishes and Rainbows. So if you can imagine 15-year-old me writing this, I don't know if I have any pictures of me at 15, probably school pictures. Wishes and rainbows. When the stars don't listen to your wishes, when they turn and laugh at your dreams, what do? What do you say? When a fool thinks he's reached the rainbow, when he falls and reaps for the wisdom, what do? What do you say? When the world doesn't listen to you, when they ignore your point of view, what do? What do you say? I think you can see that from a 15-year-old point of view, I was already feeling the things that are against me, things that are obstacles perhaps, not necessarily people, but circumstances. And it's like, well, what do I do? What do I do when I come across these obstacles? I don't think I could have formed another verse or two with this, because this was, at that point, something that I was still thinking about. I did try to write some more years later to add to this, to answer this. And it wasn't, I didn't follow any scheme. It was just a flat, direct response. Just do it. Just do what you feel you need to do, what you want to do. And I don't think I have that. Maybe I do, written somewhere. But it's just a full come around from the time back then, 15 years old, to however old I was when I got on Twitter and started writing again. It was a long time in between, and for me to realize that I had my voice, I had my poetic voice back at the age of 15, but I had no one to say that's what it was. I didn't show my poems to a whole lot of friends or teachers, and I think the one or two that I did show them to, I didn't really get any I didn't get any negative feedback, but I didn't get any encouragement or direction. It's just, sometimes you're not the expert in this field, but you don't want to discourage somebody. So not having any positive words, I mean, it was okay, but I wonder if I had some more direction when I was 15, if I had gotten where I am today a lot sooner, or if it just needed to be, I needed to get through all of this to realize I just have to do what I want to do, what I feel like I need to do. And writing, putting these poems together, writing the poems, I do it on the spot whenever I feel like it. But putting this together and designing the covers and getting the images for the inside of it, and knowing how to format it and all the stuff, the technical stuff that goes with it, it was, it's something that I have accumulated, all the bits and pieces of information that I've accumulated through the years, and I just now, okay, I know what I can do this. I know how to do this. I can figure it out now, all of it. I don't have to wait for somebody's approval. I don't need to wait for an agent's approval. I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait another day. I almost forgot to mention that I am using a house that is being renovated right now. It is a house that was built in 1935. It has had 4 owners, and the 4th one is trying to fix it up, update it quite a bit. And it's taken a while. So I am thankful that he's letting me use this as a backdrop sort of setting. If you guys like me to read, if you would like me to read more poems, I can. If there's anything in particular, please let me know so I can see what I can do to come back over here. There's only one air conditioner unit, window unit, so I'm going to have to do this either early in the morning or wait till like November when it gets cold again. I'm going to sign off now. I don't know if you can tell, it's getting kind of late. So, like, subscribe, share, comment, and let me know what poem you liked out of my book.